the outskirts of a settlement known as Skutters Rock in the Calixus sector of deep subspace, 3 Space Marine chapters prepare to take on a vile Nurgle plague. The Ultramarines, Blood Ravens and Black Templar stand defiant against overwhelming odds. With the local Imperial garrison at their side, they are tasked with holding the ground at all costs. To achieve their goals, Imperial forces have 10,000 Cadian shock troops, 100 Lehman Rust battle tanks, 100 autocannons, 3,000 crusading Black Templars, 200 Ultramarines, and 200 Blood Ravens. Nurgle forces bring to the field 550,000 Nurgle cultists, 100,000 plague bearers, and 50,000 plague heralds. Will the Space Marines be able to hold back the plague tides, or will the mining settlement be lost to undeath? As always, if you do enjoy this content, do hit the like button and consider subscribing, as that's the best way to support the channel. Here we are then, kicking off today's slaughter, and already we can see that the autocannons here of the Imperial Guard are already raining fire down right onto the cultist front lines. And look at them, here they are, the plague-ridden, the defiled ones, the grotesque rot themselves, charging forward with reckless abandon, taking extreme losses here from concentrated bolter fire. Oh my god, them lines are really opening up here on these poor old cultists. Thousands are going to be dying any moment now. We're already rapidly approaching the first 1,000 deaths here as the cultists charge across this open desert. You can see that the men and women of the Imperial Guard here are ready and resolute with their bolt guns and las guns ready, blasting out across the enemies. Oh my, look at that chaos down there. Literally, the chaos of the front lines and the actual chaos army. The Black Templars here are going to spring into action at any second. Here we go. Countercharge right away. Straight away. Cultists are being cleft in twain. Look at how tall the Black Templars are compared to the cultists, standing a man high above any of them. That chainsaw is just carving them in half, and the blood is really starting to flow now as this front line develops here. More and more cultists are charging in, but look at that bolt of fire. Absolutely devastating. You can imagine that a cultist being hit by one of them, basically a rocket-propelled grenade, is just getting turned inside out. However, this is where the advantage of numbers comes into play here for the cultists. They're able to outflank the poor old Space Marines here, simply because they've got more men to push around the flanks. But this is hopefully where the Imperial Guard will come in, and also their other brethren chapters. But yes, our main brunt of the force here is going to be the Black Templar. It's what they specialise in, let's face it. And over here you can see we've got the Blood Ravens, all with bolt guns, 200 of them, just blasting out the Emperor's Grace. Let's go have a look, see how the Space Marines, the Ultramarines are doing on this side even. Yeah, so they've got a much more defined task over this side. A clear, nice shot right into the side of all these cultists. And my god, are the cultists absolutely paying for this in blood. Look at all that bolt fire. Oh my god, that's absolutely devastating. Look at them. Hundreds of cultists are just exploding on the spot here. Oh my god, and any shot that's missed, look at that in the background. Just the background is being completely lit up here. Absolute insanity is ensuing. Oh my days. So, basically, already, the Space Marines and the Imperial Guard have got around 83,000 kills. That is quite remarkable now at this point. I'm really amazed. That's a lot of kills. But the Chaos Cultists just keep pushing forward. They've got a plague to spread here after all. And these Space Marines, oh my, they are fine targets to be turned towards Nurgle's course. We can see here a couple of the Plague Bearers are starting to make their way in now, but are just being met by Blood Raven's bolter fire. Oh, that is some devastating firepower. Look at all the explosions. Oh my god, they are just being decimated as they come over this hill here. That is really, really bad. But look, all the bolter rounds exploding on the pyramids in the background. Oh my god, the Imperial line on this side, though, is getting a little bit thin. These Astartes need to keep pushing forward and kill many, many more of these damn cultists. But look at this over on the far side. Oh, is this flank getting closer and closer here? Again, largely thanks to the Plague Bearers at the moment, who are pushing their way forward. Does look like that we've actually lost 1 or 2 Space Marines here now. 29 losses to the Space Marine team here so far. Well, I've got to say, 150,000 more than make up for. Look at that! Oh my god! That is some insane bolter fire that we've got going on here. It just makes you wonder how anything can live through that. But of course, if anything could live through it, it's a chaos-possessed body that is already mutilated and warped beyond belief. But the Space Marine line is holding for now. I'm not surprised, realistically. There is 3,000 Black Templar here. That is a hell of a lot of Black Templar. To be fair, there's a lot of Space Marines here. Full stop. This is like almost full-on Crusade mode here. But look at this. I'm amazed at this as well. This entire flank is just being devastated here by the Blood Ravens in the background. Don't get me wrong, the Imperial Guard are definitely helping out here. You know, Arcadia Brethren here tried their best to match the firepower, but it is just not happening. Blood lakes are already developing. The absolute insanity of the front line. Look at all the bodies piled up as the Space Marines just march forward relentlessly. Though I would imagine the body piles actually work somewhat in favour of the enemy, helping protect them from the bolter fire and stuff like that. My, is that... Oh my, ladies and gentlemen, we've got to go and take a dip in here. Look at this. A magnificent specimen. Oh my god, look how deep that is. How deep is your blood? Oh my god, that is really deep. Little Timmy, put away the rubby thingy. Get out your merchant ship for that one. That is... It's a gigantic blood lake that we've made there. Our Space Marines, though, still holding out against the cultists. It doesn't matter how many they kill here at the moment. There just seems to be an unending number of them. Look at this. Oh my god, so many bodies on the front line. It's actually amazing. Look at this, though. They haven't even got to the main bulk of the army there. All that green in the background is more of Nurgle's rot ready to get to the front line. This is absolute insanity. Like I said, I'm really amazed at these flanks, how well they're being held out here by 200 bolters. I mean, I know that's a lot of firepower, but look at this. Finally, bit by bit, a couple of the cultists are making their way towards the Blood Ravens. I'm going to assume that they're going to repair that very, very quickly as the Blood Ravens turn around and just annihilate them with precision bolter fire. How are we doing on the other side over here? Yet again, there's Ultramarines on this side dealing with a similar problem and have a similar solution. The absolute devastation of the enemy. And yeah, look at that. Can anything... Oh my god, look at this. Can anything live through that? That is just absolute annihilation there. Oh my god. Yep, so 320,000 kills to the defenders so far. Only 300 now to the attackers. Though, of course, this is Nurgle's rot. These troops are meaningless to the Nurgle. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I cannot get over the absolute insanity and bloodshed that is going on this front line. Then bolter fire as well. It's just insane. Let's go have a look over here. Let's go have a nice close-up look at the bolter fire on this side. Yeah. Yet again, just absolute death and destruction. So many explosions. So much blood has been spilt here. Oh my god. Nurgle has chosen a bad day to come invade this tiny little mining settlement that for some reason has got close to 4,000 Space Marines defending it. Doesn't make sense in lore, but my god, it's absolutely amazing to watch. Yeah, why are even the Acadians here? Who knows? But look at this flank over here. It is still not advanced. The sheer weight of fire from the bolters. Oh, look, though, to be fair, actually, it has advanced. We have got a few dead Space Marines over here now. They're not going to be happy about that at all. There's still 342,000 enemies remaining here, though. The true question is this front line going to hold? We can see now that some more Plague Bearers are making their way towards the front line, which are going to give the Space Marines here a little bit more of a fight. Oh my god, there's just so much death. I absolutely love it. The carnage here of the front lines is unparamount, probably only rivaled by the sheer concentrated bolter fire that's happening over here at the moment. But what we're quickly going to do is we're quickly going to hit a time-lapse camera and see if the Space Marines can hold out on the front line or if one of the flanks starts to look a little bit dodgy. We'll be back. in a moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and look at this, what's happening in the center here. It looks like the Poxwalkers has finally managed to break their way through the center line here, running out of Marines. However, they too are also running out of troops. Only 87,000 of them remain here. The concentrated bolter fire has been absolutely devastating the front lines over here. So many have died. Look, they've completely secured this flank over here, but not before making an insane body pile. Let's go have a look how we're doing on the other side, because I've got a feeling, look at this. There's so many dead over here. Oh my god. The bolter fire has been ridiculous here. Look at this body pile. It's been absolutely ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. The Space Marines here proving why they are the Emperor's elite warriors. Only 66,000 remain of the Horde here. To be fair though, they've killed a hell of a lot of the Black Templars at the moment. As soon as these Plague Bearers and Plague Heralds came in, it started making a hell of a difference. The Plague Heralds have the ability, you see, to do this, to knock the Space Marines about a little bit, throwing them back in towards the lines to be devoured and consumed. Oh my days, but it is still all to play for here. All it takes is one decent surge from the Poxwalkers here, and they could still wipe out the entirety of the Guard forces. Look at this. They are actually making grounds here and clearing out this pocket of Space Marines. That could be really deadly. Like I said, in fact, there's only really cultists on this side. The Imperials might be able to clean this up. But if there's a lot of Plague Heralds and Plague Bearers left, yeah, it might be trouble here for the Imperial forces. But however, having said that, it doesn't look like there's too many left. There's still a good chunk of Space Marines over here as well, who are very quickly going to have the support of bolter fire. Oh, having said that, also, there is a lot of Plague Heralds on this side. Oh my god, that is a hell of a lot. And these guys can take a little bit of a beating. Jeez, that is a bit insane. Okay, so it is still all to play for here for Chaos, especially with the Space Marines going down a bit by bit. Oh my god, that bolter fire is brilliant. But yeah, it is really coming down to the wire here for the Chaos. It's now or never. They need to make that breakthrough. Let's see how we're doing back over this side now. Have they managed to clean up this lot of Chaos? So it does look like the last few Space Marines over here are just going to be just enough here to hold back the Chaos forces on this side. Yeah, there we go. They're practically cleaned up now. That means that all concentrated firepower now can go over to this side of the field, where the Plague Heralds are still making headway here against the Space Marines. Look at this. They're just cutting into the flank of the Space Marines here, tossing them about. Yeah, there was a massive bulk of Space Marines here just, and now look, it has dwindled in numbers really rapidly. The question is there going to be enough of the Chaos remaining here to be able to push through? The cultists are really having a tough old time here trying to take on these Space Marines, which is completely understandable. They are pox-ridden after all, basically just humans. And what are they going to do against a Space Marine? They are just absolute cannon fodder here at the moment. Black Templars on this side mopping up really nicely. The bolter fire is going absolutely off the charts as well. And don't forget the Guardsmen, of course. Yeah, the Guardsmen are in this fight. It just doesn't feel like they've done a lot comparatively. Okay, so we're coming down here now to the last few Poxwalkers and Plague Heralds. It does look like they're going to manage to clean up the last few of the Space Marines here, though. So, interestingly enough, that even though this looks like it's going to be a Imperial victory here, at what cost is the question? Because the Black Templars have been absolutely decimated, losing 3,000 of their number almost. That is absolutely ridiculous. But, however, the result has been rather unique, I would say. The enemy has been absolutely obliterated here as the last few of them now come charging up. And the bolter fire resumes. Oh my god. That is some insane firepower there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. But there's only one thing that needs to happen now. And that, of course, is the cleansing of the planet. Because, at the end of the day, it is a Nurgle plague. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you had a blast. I know I did. Please do comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. A massive shout out to all our channel members who help to keep this channel going. And if you're not a channel member, why the heck not click the join button below? And as a reward for being a channel member, your bonus content is now available, so go ahead and check that out. With all that being said, as always, until next time, peace.